So fake leftists Zach and Gavin of the Vanguard decided to have Ron Placone on the show. They tried to get him to bash Jimmy Dore like they like to do. So let's take a look at that.
Shout out to you, Jesse. Thanks for the $5. Sorry if Ron has already answered this, but could he elaborate at all on his falling out with Jimmy? Love his work. Obviously, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to, Ron, but we do read out all the super chats. So if you want to
Yeah,
respond,
we could
feel free.
talk about it. I mean, look, if there's a falling out, something I don't. I've said that to everybody who's ever asked me, and that is the honest truth. I quit the show for a long list of reasons. I wanted to move on to other things. I think given the nature of this interview so far, I think it's obvious I have. That's why I quit. On a personal level, I don't have any beef with anybody involved. I don't have any ill will towards Jimmy. I don't have any ill will towards Steph. I don't have any ill will towards anybody who is still there, although admittedly, I'm not sure who all is still there and who all isn't. There's a lot of people who also quit around the same time I did. I was just the only one who was on camera the most, I believe. So yeah, I mean, if there's a falling out or if there's a beef, something I don't, because and when people say things like, well, like what's the quarrel all about? What's that all about? I'm like, well, I can say that there is none, because for like a quarrel to exist, that means two people are quarreling.
So what Ron said was that he left the show over creative differences, that he didn't agree with everything Jimmy Dore had to say, like forcing the population in a completely authoritarian manner to get vaccinated, but that he had no personal beef with him. The thing is, if you watch his show, if you watch the shows that he goes on, like Status Coup and Graham Elwood's YouTube channel, you'll realize that him saying that is a trick. He's saying that to get you to think that he's a lefty when he really isn't. While corporate media and the State Department are trying to infiltrate independent media and control the narrative. And that's why you see shows like TYT, like Kyle Kalinske, spending all their time attacking Julian Assange, defending Proxy War in Ukraine, defending the military-industrial complex, and defending Big Pharma. And they do the same sort of thing on the shows Ron Placone goes on, his own YouTube channel, Graham Elwood's show, and Status Coup. So Ron Placone is a traitor, and he is dishonest. He is not an honest actor. He doesn't attack Jimmy Dore directly, but he's spending all his time smearing him indirectly and pretending that people, not Jimmy Dore, but everyone who thinks like him is a right-winger. The only logical conclusion is that Jimmy would be a right-winger. So it's a shame to see such a great guy who I used to like Ron Placone, go downhill and become infiltrated by mainstream media talking points. But there you have it.